For hundreds of years, brave fishermen and women have traveled across Lake Superior to reach Isle Royale. The Native Americans, and then followed by the Scandinavians, built fish houses around different points of the island to provide for their families. Although they made a living, conditions were very tough, and none of them became rich in dollars. But what the island did provide was a rich lifestyle and a deep spiritual connection to nature, which has kept generations coming back to this day. In order to have a good taste of what Isle Royale has to offer, you must at least stay a few days, which therefore requires you to head deep into the backcountry. Now, this experience isn't for everyone. In fact, it is not for most. Without the utmost level of respect, preparation, and desire to be here, you more than likely will not have a positive experience. Now, if you do choose to come here, I encourage you to experience this place in a way that suits you the best. Whether that be by boat, seaplane, charter, or hiking, there are multiple different options that may work for your circumstance. To me, I wanted to create a unique adventure with a canoe where I could explore islands, remote shorelines, as well as head inland. So here we go, 7 days of exploring, fishing, and canoeing the waters of Isle Royale. This is my story, and it begins right now. Well, welcome back, everybody. I'm Kyle with Adventure Chasing, and this week we are headed to Isle Royale. I have a canoe too. Well, we're about 3 hours into our ferry ride, and we've lost sight of the Keweenaw Peninsula, but you can just start to see Isle Royale on the horizon. All right, we have made it to Isle Royale. Well, at last, we're ready to set sail. So the plan is I'm gonna canoe about 10 miles down the shoreline and find a spot to camp tonight. There are several campgrounds along the shoreline and on different islands. So I'm gonna see what fits best and then go from there. But from what it sounds like, we're gonna have some weather coming in overnight. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to get some spoons out here, see if we can do a little trolling on our way across. What's coming to Isle Royale, man? Hey, are we marking any? Gotta get the bow over. Here we go. Riding some rollers. Woo! Woohoo! Well, the dock from where I started is officially out of sight, and we have entered the wilderness. Okay, let's go explore this lighthouse here. And if there was ever a haunted lighthouse that I've seen, it's this one. Look at this. Hello? Oh my goodness. What did we just walk into? The maritime heritage of Isle Royale. Isle Royale in Lake Superior. There's a shared story of vessels, lighthouses, and shipwrecks, and of the people who came to know their charm and perils. Here inside the restored 1955 Rock Harbor Lighthouse, the National Park Service invites you to explore the maritime heritage of Isle Royale. This is incredible. Look at this. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Look at this. Well, right here's a list of all the different types of vessels that utilize the massive source of transportation that the Great Lakes provides. Well, this wall right here shows all the different lighthouses on Isle Royale. And right here is the one we're at, the Rock Harbor Lighthouse. But there's also the Isle Royale Lighthouse, there's the Rock of Ages Lighthouse, and the Passage Island Lighthouse. And right here, there's a list of all the different shipwrecks that have happened in this area over the years. Well, this is just seriously amazing. But I have a couple more miles to paddle before I reach the campsite that I'm gonna camp on tonight. Let's get traveling. Okay, well, I found an empty shelter at last, and you can see there are shelters spread all throughout this campground here, and there are quite a few people here, and that's because you have to be very selective where you camp in a national park like this. You only can camp at designated campgrounds. I'm gonna get my gear up here, mosquitoes are getting me, and we'll start getting dinner going. We're gonna make some taco mac tonight with venison burger. Guys, there's a massive beaver right here that just went into the water. I didn't get my camera on in time, but he came walking right down from this house, and there he goes out into the lake. The forest is coming to life right now. Listen to this. Well, good morning. It's just past 9 a.m. and I got some good sleep last night. I'd say I slept about a solid 10 hours, which is exactly what I needed. And it has been raining steady on since I'd say about 3 a.m. So I'm gonna get up, get some breakfast going, then we'll assess the situation for what today holds. Well, I'm gonna start the day off with a several-mile hike and go check out Mount Ojibway. And as you can see, it's gonna be uphill most of the way. I just love hiking solo, getting in the forest and just cooking through the woods, hiking down trails. And right now I am the first one to have hiked this trail here today. So there's a good chance we're gonna see some wildlife coming through here. I'm just gonna be quiet, slip through the woods and see if I can see a moose, maybe a wolf. Look at this. This just looks like a place you'd see a moose. Oh, look at this. We found a moose rub. It looks like a small bull moose was rubbing on this tree during the rut. I'm trying to get the best shot I can, but I've seen my first moose about 500 yards away in this bog. I saw an object and I just watched it for a second, and then I saw it start moving, and it looks like it's a cow moose. Look at the fog behind me. It just feels like we're up into the clouds. The clouds, wow! Well, we made it to the fire tower, just peeking through the fog. I was just thinking, I wish the fog wasn't so thick. And as soon as I said that, the wind kicked up and started blowing the fog right out, and we can now see Lake Superior. I just started seeing it form before my eyes. Throughout history, there have been a number of wildfires on Isle Royale, and that's why these fire towers are so essential, because the right dry summer and the right fire could totally decimate this island. Well, that was a very cool experience. I just sat on top of that fire tower for about 45 minutes and just watched the fog blow over that peak from one bay on Lake Superior to the next. You really could only see one side of Lake Superior well, which was the north side, the opposite side from what I'm on right now, and I couldn't even see the side where we're camped on. But it's time to get heading back, and I think we'll do some fishing now. Little ice cold Lake Superior water. Well, I'm just inside of the point here of the open waters, and I can see some 4 to 6 foot waves rolling through this gap right now. I'm not going out any farther. I'm gonna try fishing here.
Okay, the anchor's holding me, and I'm gonna start casting off this drop off here with this vibrato and just jig it back up off the ledge. Right now, on the left side of the boat, it's 15 feet of water. I can see the bottom, but on the right side of the boat, it's over 50 feet. This drop off is amazing, and we're gonna see if we can catch a fish. No. Oh my gosh, and I got snagged up right away, man. Ah. We're hooked up, baby. We're hooked up. We'll see what we have here, guys. Oh, it's just a small laker, but that's okay. Nice. First fish of the trip, guys. Just a small laker. We're gonna throw him back, but that is the first fish of this trip that I have in the boat. Well, he is not a monster, but this is my first fish of the trip, first fish on Isle Royale, and I'm gonna send him home on the jigging rod. Baby, hooked up again. This is a better fish. Here we go. This is a better one, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, maybe he's not a monster. He's no monster. But he's another, oh, and he came off at the boat. He came off at the boat. That's okay. That was a little better one though. That was probably a keeper, but that's 2 casts in a row. Oh, I just had a nice fish on, guys. He got me in a snag though. Oh, dang it. Guys, my line just broke. I don't know how it happened. My line broke and half of my rod went in the water. I see it right here. It's floating in the water. No way. No way. Look at that. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Oh, I got it. I got it, baby. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what happened there. I had a snag, my line broke, then half my rod went in the water when my line broke. It was just weird, man. Gosh, am I thankful to have that rod back. Holy smokes. They're not big yet, but I'm starting to find some good lake trout action here. Just little guys, but on the ultralight, it is so much fun. Oh, botch net. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Loon's going in the background. We have lake trout in the boat. He's back. This is so beautiful. He's fishing. They call me At the end of day 2, all I can say is what an amazing place. So far I've seen loons, eagles, fox, a moose, and other wildlife that's escaping my memory right now. But tomorrow, my plan is to paddle several miles down this bay and go try to fish the mouth of a couple creeks and see if I can catch a trophy pike. Well, good morning and welcome to day 3. Oh, beautiful, man. Okay, thank goodness it's an offshore wind. It's a north wind, so we're gonna have no problem traveling today. I have stuff to make coffee, stuff to make breakfast, but we're gonna paddle about 6 or 7 miles before we start fishing and then just fish our way all the way back down to camp. One of the main reasons why I wanted to go so early this morning is so I could have a long paddle down this shoreline and see if I can come across a moose or some other wildlife. But during the early morning hours is definitely the best time to see wildlife. Guys, I have a fish on, first fish of the morning, trolling a rapala down the bay here. Oh my gosh, it's a laker, nice. Nice, it's a decent laker though. A little bit bigger than what I was catching yesterday. Hopefully he stays on there. There we go, baby, nice. What a way to start the morning, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice football. Guys, there's a wolf on the bank. There's a wolf on the bank. My camera's pointed right at it. Well, finally I made it to the end of the bay here, and I'm gonna stand up in the canoe and just paddle slowly through the shallow water in about 5 feet and cast up to the bank and cast outward as well and see if we can spot some pike. I have my polarized sunglasses on and this water is gen clear, so if they're here, I'll probably be able to see them. We're gonna see if we can get a big toothy critter. is it just a picture perfect morning. And this is just beautiful structure, some nice weeds, big boulders, lots of down logs in the water. And we're gonna see if we can get a big pike here. This looks great. I'm gonna throw right up to the bank, right up in this structure, twitch this X-Wrap. We are on the hunt. Okay, well, a little update here. I paddled all the way to the end of the bay, found where the creeks come in, and I putzed around for 2 or 3 hours. I saw one pike probably in the 30-inch range, but that's the only pike I saw. I didn't have any follows, so what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put out some trolling lines and I'm gonna troll my way back to camp, and then we'll pack up camp and head to a different campsite. While on my way back to camp here, I'm gonna stop off at the research center for the Wolf Project on Isle Royale. Wow, look at this.
We have volunteers that go out in teams of 6. Sternum right here, and he got gored by another moose, and then he fell down and broke his femur, which is right there.
So this bull and this bull,
yeah.
They died, they locked antlers together.
Yeah.
And that's how they died.
And we brought them in here locked, and then they shrank a little bit, and we could pull them apart.
All of these bulls have either died or been killed by wolves this year. And after studies are done, they can determine how old the moose was, how it died, and they can also determine other health issues that the moose might have had. World's oldest recorded bull moose, 17 years old. You can see cows live to be older, but I am so glad I stopped here. Well, Mrs. Peterson just offered me a homemade lemon bar, and does this rock? Well, I'm back at the campsite here, and right directly across from us is where the Wolf and Moose Research Center is, and that's where Mr. and Mrs. Peterson live 4 months out of the year. They've been coming here for 54 years, and in a couple days, they're about to embark on their vacation, which is to travel all the way around Isle Royale in a canoe. I believe they said they made that entire trip 17 times over the years. That is impressive. All right, we've made it to our next campsite. Well, I've been holding out on this meal until we could cook over a campfire, but we have venison, backstrap, and lake trout. We're gonna do a little surf and turf action with camp potatoes. First bite of lake trout. And a big old venison steak. Well, I am exhausted. Time to sleep. We'll see you in the morning. We'll start off with a good strong coffee. The coffee is on this morning, and good morning and welcome back to day 4. And look at this absolutely beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm gonna bushwhack down to the end of this point and try casting off the shore this morning, but it's gonna be an amazing day once again.
Looks like we have some wolf poop on the trail here. We're almost to our fishing spot. We're gonna start casting. Have a hot cup of coffee, baby. Yeah. There sure is a lot of wolf poop on this trail. Wow. Look at this view. My goodness. Wow. Look at the eagle. Look at the eagle flying right above us this morning. Fish, 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 guys. Fish on, baby. Fish on, baby. There we go. Oh, yeah, baby. On the spoon, baby. Fish, first one in the morning, guys. I gotta stay on this fish, else they like to dive you into boulders. Oh. He's fighting. He's fighting. There we go. Oh. There we go. First one of the morning, guys. Nice little laker. What a way to start the day. All right. Well, what a way to start the day. I'm gonna put this guy back, but if we wanted a fish dinner tonight, we would have one. What a way to start the day. Oh, there he goes. Back to his home. Laker down, baby, laker down. Okay, well, I now have a mission. I've snagged up my last Swedish pimple, so I'm gonna go grab the canoe, bring it over, and see if I can get on the back side of it, pop it out. I've lost a lot of lures. It's my last good Swedish pimple. Well, here's something crazy. I walked right down this trail about a half hour ago when I came down to fish, and now there's a steaming hot pile of moose poop right in the trail, right where I walked over, and that wasn't there 20 minutes ago. There's a moose right around here somewhere. I mean, this moose has to be really close. Where is this dang thing? Time to break out our ship. And we're launched. Operation Save Swedish Pimple. Okay, here we go. My rod's right up here on top of this rock. I got it back. I got it back. Operation complete, baby. We got it back. Hey, Caplanca. Fish on, baby. There we go, fish on. Okay, let's get him in the hoop here. Another laker. Nice, there we go. Not a monster once again, but hey, if we needed one to eat, that'd be a perfect one. Well, I crossed this passage here on my way over, and I'm starting to see some bigger rollers coming up into the passage. I think I better head back before it gets bigger. I'll never die. I got a good chop coming in this morning, Cat. Okay, this is the plan of attack here. Check this out. Right here, it's calm. I'm using this island as a shield. Around that corner, 3-4 footers. We're not going any farther. This is our point of attack. Fish, fish, fish. There we go, baby. There we go, there we go. Fish on, guys. There we go. That's a better fish too, baby. I gotta stay on him, gotta stay on him. He's coming up the drop. Oh, jumping out of the water, baby. Oh, he jumped out of the water again. Oh my gosh. There we go, baby. Nice. That's the best laker of the trip for me. I'm gonna send him home. Man, was that a fun fight. Wow. All right, yeah. Well, the wind is picking up and it looks like we could have some storms coming in. I just heard some thunder rumbling off in the distance. Yesterday, we had a similar scenario, but it missed us. I can feel the wind kicking up though. I think I'm gonna head back to camp and make a breakfast. Oh, you already know we're going for another cup of coffee. Little pancake action this morning. Holy wow! You guys ready for this? Oh, there's a moose, guys. There's a moose. There's a moose. There's a moose. Where's my camera?
swimming across this bay. Oh, it's a mom and a calf. It's a mom and a calf. It's a mom and a calf. I'm gonna see if I can get a shot. She's right in the center of the screen right now. She has a calf with her. That's probably the one I saw this morning. There she goes. She's walking with her calf. That's so cool. Feels like it's just gonna hammer a thunderstorm, and then the next minute it's sunny. The next minute the entire island's covered in fog. You never know what to expect out here. But I have a bunch of chores to do. I have to do some organizing with some of my gear, and I have to tend to some camera equipment. I also might get a nap, so I'm gonna go do that for a few hours, and we'll see you guys this afternoon. There's one. There's one. There we go. Fish on, baby. There we go. There we go. Look at that trout down there. Gin clear water, man. This thing is just scrapping too. There we go. Nice laker to start the afternoon. We will take that. They are so fun on that light action rod. Wow. Well, that's a good way to start the afternoon right there. We're about 5 minutes in and we have a fish in the boat. It's turned out to be just a beautiful day, and I'm actually gonna keep this fish. I just had another group show up that's camped next to me, and they've never had fish over a campfire before. So I'm gonna keep this fish for them and give it to them or cook it for them later. I just saw the same cow moose with a calf about a mile down the shoreline from our camp. Same moose. Yes. You got any stories to share? Well, I am currently at the Edison fishery. Now, these fisheries originated from the Scandinavians back in the 1800s, and they used to have 40 of them spread throughout the island. Now, most of them have been torn down over time, but there are still a couple remaining, and this is one of them. They would come out in the springtime, they would cut through ice, use the ice for their fish, and they would stay throughout the year and utilize this fishery as well as the Native Americans. Well, Pete Edison was the owner of this fishery right here, and these are some of his original gill nets. And also I have something else very cool to show you as well, which is one of the very first gas boats. Now you can see this boat has been weathered over time, but this used to be just a beautiful boat with vibrant colors, white on top, red on the bottom. And look at the old engine in this, one of the very first gas boats. And I can't even believe how much this must have changed their life, especially after rowing for many years. Look at the water and the drop off here. You can see giant boulders just off the shore, but then it drops down to just a deep blue abyss. And I guarantee this water is over 50 feet deep right here. This has to be one of the most beautiful places I have ever cooked a meal. And look at this. We are doing lake trout, breaded up in some drakes, pan fried in a little bit of butter with loaded instant mashed potatoes. Okay, here we go. We're starting with the lake trout nugget. Wow, that is unreal. I just saw lightning crack off in the horizon. It's coming, it's coming. We're gonna smash and hibernate, baby. Well, I'm all cozy in the tent and the thunder is rumbling off in the distance. It's about to throw down.
The thunder is consistently booming. When I say consistent, it is not stopping. Straight through. I can hear a freighter horn right now. There must be a freighter tucking in behind the island. If this storm hits us, it's gonna shake the earth. Hold your horses, baby. It's about to freaking rip. That shook the earth. Oh my God, that shook me. I have tears in my eyes right now. That shook me. This seriously feels like we're in the thunderstorm. Wow. The wind's blowing at about 20-30 mile an hour steady, probably gusts a little bit higher. The rain just quit. It rained and stormed the entire night, and I can't explain the feeling. I mean, you felt like you were in the thunderstorm. I have never experienced anything like that, and you don't realize how much sound land absorbs when you're on the mainland at home, where I've always been accustomed to being in thunderstorms. I've never been on an island in the middle of a massive Great Lake, and it's an experience like no other. I have never experienced anything like that. When that thunder would hit, it would crack off the island, and then across the lake. I mean, it sounded like a rifle going off. Some of those thunder booms that would crack just would shake this island, literally shake. And I don't know how else to describe it, but to say it just brought instant emotion to you. I'm just gonna hang out here. Maybe I'll take a nap, catch up on sleep, and we'll go from there. But it's looking like it's gonna be a camp lock day. Well, look at this. The sun has came out and our fire is kicking butt. I'm gonna cook a big breakfast here, and it looks like we'll be able to go to the next campsite today.
That's good money.
Look at that big boy. Look at the layers of bacon in there, baby, to start the day. Okay, well, it's time to set sail. We have about a 15-mile-an-hour west wind that's blowing us directly down this bay. So I'm gonna utilize this wind to help me travel to the next island and the next campsite.
Fish out, baby! Fish out, baby! Oh, we're hooked up! We're hooked up! We're hooked up! There we go! Oh yeah! We are hooked up, guys! We are hooked up! Oh! He's trying to get away! He's trying to get away! That's a nice laker! That's a nice laker! This guy's gonna have a hard time fitting in the net! Oh! 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 Oh, oh, there he is! He's in the net! He's in the net, baby! Woo! And we're blowing into the island. Oh, look at that, guys. The hook popped off in the net even. But was that a fun fight? And that fish crushed that rod. Well, was that a thrilling hit and a thrilling fight in a canoe? I'm gonna get this guy right back. I'm floating into the island here. Fish, there we go, fish on, baby, casting. Got one on the jig. Nice, it's a little laker. Nice little laker, look at that little guy. Even the small fish, every fish is a challenge in the canoe, and we have one casting now. We have whitecaps coming out of the basin. We have rollers coming in off Lake Superior, and they're all meeting right here, and it's just a washing machine. And I gotta keep this boat moving with momentum. You know something's gonna bite too. These waves, these rollers are just ripping across these big giant boulders. Oh, we got one going right here. Here we go, baby. Fish down, baby. Oh, we just slammed one. I gotta tow him out of here though, guys. I can't get sideways in here, so he's gonna have to ride it out. Wow, this water is gnarly in here. This wind is rolling, man. Gotta stay with it. Keep that nose into the wind. Okay, let's catch this fish. Here we go, coming up, coming up, coming up. Oh yeah, nice laker. Oh yeah. Nice lake trout. Oh, he's spitting up bait fish. He's spitting up bait fish. And I'm in the washing machine again. I gotta get this fish in. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. We got him, guys. We got him. I'm gonna put him in the boat. I'll probably keep this fish, and I gotta get with the program here because we're getting back into the washing machine. Okay, the fish is unhooked. I'm gonna get him back. There he goes. Well, let's get him back out. I just switched up to this guy, and he was in the water 5 minutes. I'm gonna put him back out. We're not too far from our campsite down here. We'll troll a little bit longer, and we'll go get camp set up. I'm gonna beach this fish on shore right here. We'll just let the canoe ride in that corner for a second. Here we go, baby. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, we gotta get our boat. Stuff's falling all over it. Okay, welcome to camp, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to camp. All right, we're gonna go take our fish and put them at our campsite. Find a spot to camp. And we have a shelter. If we have another thunderstorm coming in, we'll have a little bit more cover. Camp is set up and it's time to go fishing. The group next to me is on a 2-week-long rafting trip. And tonight we are gonna throw down on a big fish dinner. So my goal is to catch one more lake trout that we'll be able to cook up because I wanna cook it a couple different ways for them. Look at this beautiful drop off right off the dock, couple islands. We're gonna see if we can get it done. There we go, hooked up baby. Got him. 6 foot, that's a beautiful fish. Oh, Ollie would be loving this right now. This one's for Ollie, baby. This one's for Ollie. There we go. Nice. That's gonna be a perfect eater tonight. Look at that. The old classic Swedish pimple and a beautiful Lake Superior lake trout. Okay, we'll get our second lake trout flayed up here. They've been bad in the UP, that's for sure. Big bag of boneless Lake Superior lake trout. Okay, there we go. You just cannot beat fresh Lake Superior fish, especially lake trout. Lake trout is delicious fish, and this hits the spot tonight.
You just topped it.
Thank you, Richard.
Phenomenal fish.
Awesome, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Okay, here we go. Afternoon shift. Let's put them out. Looking for a big lake trout. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. There we go. Oh, this rod's getting ripped. I gotta get us away from these big boulders here. We're gonna have to tow them out. I'm gonna reel in my other line and we'll catch this fish once we're in a safe spot. Oh, there we go. He's in the net, baby. He's in the net. All right, there we go. Evening lake trout, just out from camp. I'm gonna get him right back. Well, I think it's safe to say we have it figured out now. The first couple days I was fishing too deep, but now I'm going up into 5-10 feet of water. I'm trolling one color of lead core line, which is bringing this unweighted spoon down 5 feet in the water column, and the fish are in shallow. I just went to one rod, much easier, and that's what they want. Oh, it's a nice fish. It's a nice fish. Oh, it's a nice laker. It's a nice laker, and he's taking drag, baby. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. Oh, and there we go, another one in the net. One more to finish the evening. There he goes. Another successful trip. Well, that was another beautiful night on the water, and I'm finishing up my last couple venison steaks. I was still a bit hungry after our big fish fry earlier. Been putting in the work the last few days, but we still have 2 more to go, and I'm gonna miss this place when I leave. Oh. I was in a coma last night. I slept so hard. And yeah, I'm ready to do a little fishing, do a little exploring today, see if we can catch a big lake trout. Finally, we found some good sized lake trout, so looking forward to catching a couple more today. Wow, is it a beautiful morning? The lake is like glass, flat, calm. And I think I'll do a little bit of trolling here this morning. The thing that I like about trolling is it allows me to cover water and find where the fish are. That's what I was able to do yesterday. And I'm gonna keep searching, see if I can find some better spots even yet. Okay, we are set off. Well, even the main lake is like glass this morning. I'm gonna paddle through these islands and try trolling just off of them on the main lake. Oh, there we go. That's a fish on. Okay, let's see what we have here, guys. Another laker, looks like. Another laker, okay. There we go, nice. This is a perfect eating size and a perfect catching size in a canoe. And we caught one on the vegetable. I skipped out on breakfast this morning and just annihilated half this bag of jerky. Oh. Got snagged and it knocked my pop over. Okay, I'm gonna go even shallower. I'm gonna take this X-Wrap and go throw it around this boulder graveyard right here and get into some nooks and crannies with my vessel. Well, with the water only being 40 degrees, I've been able to keep some of my meat colder for longer than I anticipated. So for lunch today, I'm gonna make another venison pasta. Okay, we'll bust out the lead core one more time, putting out our mixed veggie. This has been a great spoon. This is a Michigan Stinger spoon, and like I said, I've just been trolling this on lead core, which is a weighted line, so I put out about 10-20 yards of it. It brings my bait down about 5 to 10 feet, and that's where I've been catching the majority of my fish. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, he smashed my paddle. Oh, he's getting me wet, he's splashing me. Get in the net. Got me soaking wet, man. All right, there we go. First one of the evening, baby. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Nice. And that's another one for dinner. Look at how beautiful this lake trout fillet is. And this is gonna be delicious. What a beautiful evening. I was just admiring this sunset, just picture perfect sunset. Well, you just saw that amazing sunset. Now let's walk to the back side of the island and check out the moon. I have to say, I have a bit of a sweet tooth this evening. I am going to make a pancake for dessert. Well, good morning and welcome back. It is another absolutely beautiful morning. The lake is calm like glass once again, and we are headed off
to our next campsite.
We're gonna have one more fish dinner to tap off this trip. Okay, well, we have arrived. Okay, here we go, going with the lemon pepper once again. And we have grilled fresh lake trout.
Fish is delicious though. Pepper flake.
Well, we just had a delicious grilled fish dinner, and now I'm gonna head out and try to catch 1 or 2 more lake trout so we could have a fish lunch before we head off the island tomorrow. Sure. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, we have to get this one in the boat here. No messing around. Man, I've lost 6 in a row. I've lost 6 fish in a row.
Oh, nice laker. All right, oh, he went through the net, my net ripped. Oh, that was the biggest debacle ever. Ooh, doggy. That's a decent one too, a little bit better than what I've been catching the last day.
Okay, we'll take a quick look here. Last night on Isle Royale, it's a heck of a way to end the trip right there. Well, look at this. Tonight we have the luxury of a fish cleaning station. Well, that was an awesome night. I just went out for a couple hours, slammed a few lake trout, and I'm about ready to get some sleep. But look at this. The last night here on Isle Royale, the Ranger ferry is over on the dock there, and look at how beautiful this sunset is coming over the island.